Professor Kai Chun stood before the assembled students of the Galactic Institute, her human frame dwarfed by the towering verlictions and the crystalline forms of the Lumineth. For 3 cycles, she had taught xenobiology to these eager minds, but today would be different. Today, they would visit Earth. Remember, Kai announced, adjusting her translation implant, Earth is a death world by galactic standards. Stay close, follow protocols, and please, don't drink the water without filtration. The shuttle descended through Earth's atmosphere, and Kai watched her students' reactions with barely concealed amusement. Zwexthar, a methane-breathing Keshan, already looked pale through his environmental suit. The gravity warnings had been clear, 1.2 times galactic standard. The oxygen content, dangerously high. The biodiversity, overwhelming. They landed in the Amazon rainforest, and chaos erupted immediately. "Professor! What are those creatures?" shrieked Miela, a delicate wisp whose homeworld hosted only 50 species total. "Those are ants," Kai replied calmly, watching thousands march across a fallen log. "This square kilometer alone contains more species than your entire planet." Zwexthar's breathing apparatus fogged with panic. "How do you survive? Everything here wants to kill everything else." Kai smiled. "We adapt. Evolution on Earth is competitive." She led them deeper into the jungle, where the real lessons began. A jaguar prowled past, a safe distance away, but close enough to demonstrate. The students scattered in terror, while Kai stood perfectly still. The predator regarded her with amber eyes, then continued hunting. "Apex predator," she explained to her trembling class. "Humans coexisted with creatures like this. We learned to be smarter, not just stronger." At the riverbank, Kai knelt and cupped her hands, drinking directly from the flowing water. The collective gasp from her students was audible even through their varied breathing apparatus. "Professor, the microorganisms." Loomis, the Lumineth scholar, pulsed with alarm. "The bacterial count is normal for Earth," Kai interrupted. "Our immune systems handle trillions of microorganisms daily. It's why we can survive on most galactic worlds, but you struggle here." The demonstration continued at a local village. Humans of all ages worked under the blazing sun, another hazard that required special shielding for most galactic species. Children played in temperatures that would hospitalize a verliction. An elderly woman, easily over 80 Earth years, climbed a tree to harvest fruit. "Your species continues functioning in old age?" asked Trell, a Concordian whose people rarely survived past their reproductive prime. "We're endurance predators," Kai explained. "We don't give up easily, not in hunting, not in living, not in anything." The final stop was a human hospital, where a woman had just given birth. The students watched in horror as the biological process unfolded on recorded footage. You squeeze them out?" Miela looked faint. "Through a passage that small? The trauma. The mortality risk. Used to be higher," Kai admitted. "But human mothers are incredibly resilient. That woman will likely go home tomorrow and resume normal activities within weeks." As they returned to the shuttle, Kai's students were unusually quiet. Finally, Zwexthar spoke. "Professor Chen, we've been studying humanity's technological achievements, military capabilities, diplomatic successes. But now I understand." "Understand what?" Kai asked. "Why you're truly terrifying. You come from a world that tries to kill you every moment, and you call it home. You drink poison, breathe corrosive gas, and survive radiation that would sterilize our worlds. You don't just endure these things, you thrive on them." Kai looked out the viewport at her beautiful, deadly planet shrinking below. "Earth made us strong. But more than that, it made us adaptable, creative, and absolutely stubborn. We're not the smartest species or the strongest. But we never quit. Humanity first, yeah?" Loomis pulsed, attempting the human phrase. Kai laughed. Not quite the pronunciation, but you've got the spirit. Welcome to understanding Earth. As the stars enveloped them, the alien students finally grasped what made humanity unique in the galaxy. They were survivors from a world that had forged them in fire, water, and endless struggle. And that made all the difference.